Take a load off on my private.
Hello, motherfuckers. Y'all know what time it is. Story time. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna name this story time. All right. The house that all of this stuff happened in was on a street called Elm Avenue. Not Nightmare on Elm Street, but Nightmare on Elm Avenue. That's what I'll call it. Storytime Nightmare on Elm Avenue. Because y'all, anything that could go wrong and you don't want in or around your house, yeah, it was like it happened and was in this house. Like everything from events to energy, y'all. All right, so let me give y'all a little background on where I was at in this time in my life. My husband just got out of jail. First time, my late husband, rest in peace, hubby. He had just got out of jail. First time he ever been in jail. He was gone for 3 years. This is our first place together since he been home. It was like really stressful. His behavior didn't change in a positive way when he came home. And then while he was gone, I became independent. I didn't sit around and wait for him to tell me when to move. And I wasn't this submissive wife that he knew when he went away. So it was tension and then infidelities on his part and like embarrassing me in front of like everybody. But anyway, but the energy was really bad. Okay. So there'll be nights where it was like I was being chased from room to room by this energy. Like I couldn't sleep in my bed. The stress was just interrupting my sleep so much. I would go in the second bedroom and try to sleep. I'm waking up screaming out of my sleep. I never experienced things like this so intense before. Like the energy of this house was just like so heavy on me, mixed with, my energy being compromised anyway from stress and everything like that. So, I'm not getting sleep. Things are tense between me and husband. Then it gets cold. Let me try to take it back to the first incident that happened physically at that house. Like, my truck, it had a set in it, speakers, everything. It was broken into. They took the speakers, and some other personal belongings out of the vehicle. That was the first event. All of this happened within like 3 months of being in this house. But so, between the sleepless nights, now my truck was broken into and, took my speaker set out and, I got that replaced. And then what happened first I think I came home and our back door was kicked in. There was a lot of money missing. It was weird because they bypassed a lot of valuables. You can tell they were in a rush because I had did some Christmas shopping at Best Buy and that was just sitting on the couch. They bypassed that. A heavy amount of jewelry, they bypassed that. It was almost like they knew where the money was because they went straight to it. But, things were stolen. That was like the second event. Okay, at this point, that's just adding to the mess on top of the mess, right? So, it was New Year's Eve. This final event happened. The final event. This is gonna be a really short story time because, it's detail in it, but it happened in 2010, and a lot of it was emotional things that were happening to me too. Like the nightmares and, I would swear I was hearing things in my sleep. I wasn't hearing things in my sleep, just my dreams are so vivid. And in my current location, it's weird when you're dreaming about where you are right now currently. Like usually it's a place that's unfamiliar or from the past or whatever, but very bad, weird dreams and stuff. So let's skip forward to couldn't have been more than a couple weeks later, mind you, after our door got kicked in, I started having trouble with a lot of people on the street. I wasn't a bragger or shiner, but you could definitely see that I was good, I wasn't never too good for anybody, or I wasn't like boasting or bragging. Matter of fact, if you was around me, you was straight too. It was just like that, no thought. But a lot of people, and I say this every time, they see you doing good and they see you on top, and they envy that and they want to take it away either way, whether they can, pump the brakes on whatever you working on by doing things, by interfering in your life and stalling you and fucking up your energy. But it was a lot of times where I feared for my life from other people. And again, I wasn't hanging around the right crowd. I wasn't doing anything illegal to like obtain my belongings or my whatever I had. But they didn't get it. They didn't know. They don't know how I was. That's the whole point. So, then fast forward to New Year's Eve. I went out on New Year's Eve. I was in before midnight. Me and my husband had been arguing. We both landed in the house at midnight. He was in the bedroom sleeping, and I was on the couch. Initially, I think I started off in the bedroom. Okay, I was restless, because I told y'all the energy in that house, I could not, it seemed like the energy was chasing me from room to room, like I had no peace. So I'm on the couch at this point, and I hear pop, pop. And in my mind, it's like, it's it's early New Year's day, like 1-2 o'clock in the morning, I guess. I'm used to gunshots or whatever. It's a thing, especially like in the city, in urban areas, like leading up to midnight is like Iraq. So, so in my mind, I'm like, dang, that sounds real close, but I went to sleep. So I wake up the next morning, and I don't know if I noticed it, or my husband went out to his car, but somebody had shot through his car and through my front door. One of the bullets that went through my front door came through to the couch I was laying on, y'all. I didn't even know it came through the door. Like I said, I knew it was close, but it's like it's so crazy and it's sad, but you definitely become too immune to the environment that you in, especially when it's bad. It's like we adapt. Humans adapt to whatever it is that they're around. And that's why we become what we are around too. So, it's always good to be around positive, energy and good people, because a lot of the trouble you can prevent in your life if you take accountability and realize where you were at that time and that you could have done better and avoided that. And I definitely have. That's why I'm able to tell these story times. I could have been living better with certain things, but this particular time, it's just, it was a lot of stuff, bad energy, I was not hanging around the right crowd in the right area, I could have done better to prevent that, So turns out they intentionally shot at my house. They shot the glass of my husband's car. The slug was actually in the passenger floorboard, and one of the bullets went through the door and the couch that I was laying on. So that's the story time. And I shit you guys not, after that event, less than a week later, we moved completely we moved on the other side of the damn river. Like, we moved to the other side of town, didn't tell nobody where we lived at, totally changed the way I move, you know. So I got away from that situation safely. I'm cautious about, even to this day, about who knows where I live at and my privacy and all of that. That taught me a big lesson, guys, you know. So, you know, just be safe out here, because even if you're not asking for it, even if you're not running, even if you're not about that life, bad things can happen to good people or people that are down and out even. Just be safe out here, you know. Check on your people, look out for your people. Like, a lot of bad things are able to infiltrate us because we're already compromised with our bullshit, you know. And I'm going to say, I don't want to say bullshit. I'm not going to say bullshit because it's not bullshit. We have real life stressors that hinder our ability to think clearly. We get so desperate that we make bad decisions and want to steal it from other people. And then it creates victims, you know. And that's traumatizing, guys. So we need to be safe out here and watch out for these, you know, miscreants. And be mindful of what you do with your time and who you spend your time with, because people that are with you may not be with you. They might not be for you. So I hope that sharing my story times and inspires you to be mindful, to learn from my experience so that you don't have to experience things like that. How about that? And I want to inspire y'all to share y'all story times. I'll relay them anonymously. So you can email me, ElizabethJohnsonWalker4193@gmail.com, because we lit over here. Signature middle fingers. Maybe I'll get a thumbnail. All right. So you can email me. I'll have my email in the description. And you can create just a little bogey email if you just want to be extra sure that it's anonymous. And I can just give me a brief history on the situation and, you know, how it ended. But we ended up moving to the other side of town shortly after that, you know, because of the things that were going on between me and my husband. We separated. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. We separated. So hit the buttons y'all need to hit. Thanks for y'all's support on my channel. Make sure y'all check out my roll-up video. It's going up the same time as this one, 4:20 p.m. on the, hold on, let me make sure I got my date, on the 5th, January 5th. So 4:20 on the 5th. All right, y'all. Hit the buttons y'all need to hit. Thanks for watching all the way through. If you have, comment down below where you from. I'm sorry, I'm rambling. But okay, y'all be safe out here in these streets. I hope y'all enjoyed the story time. Holla.
Take a load off on my private.